So when you're training your clients in the gym, like, have you had experience training postpartum moms that have either gotten back to where they were pre-baby or even improved from that point?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, I can think of at least a dozen fitness models at the top of my head who only really got into fitness after they had their children. You know, I think it was that trauma, if you will, that really drove them to like change their bodies. Yeah, totally possible. And I've trained women, you know, after they've had children and they've come back to where they were, gotten even better. You know, as women, it's been proven we have a lot more endurance. We can sustain a lot more pain than the men. Like, you know, when when these guys have a cold, it's like they're dying. Like, we women are we're built for this stuff. We're built for endurance. We're built for strength. You can have a child. You can raise that child, and you can live a healthy and fit lifestyle. Absolutely, no excuses.
Do you think that I've also noticed that, you know, people try to put off getting back into fitness or the recovery until after the child is a certain age, because they feel like their first responsibility, and if they have extra time, it needs to go to family.
Right.
Have you run into that?
Yeah, definitely, and I get that. I get the time management thing, but honestly, the best thing you can do for yourself and for everyone around you is to really take care of you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know how else to put that, but you know, if you feel good, if you have energy, if you're positive, if you're an inspiration to everyone around you, that's the best thing that you can do for your loved ones and your family.
We get a lot of questions about moms that have had C-sections or suffer, and I'm not going to say this right, but suffer from like diastasis recti.
Yeah.
Do you, in your experience, having trained people like this, are those things that you can come back from? Are those things that you can rebuild your body from? Or are they truly like life-altering in a way that you have to come down a notch?
I mean, yeah, the ab separation is normal. It does happen to many women who get pregnant, but that's totally fixable. Like, you have special training for that, but yeah, that's not a problem. That can be fixed. The C-section, yeah, you might have a scar. That's normal, but I don't think it.
Your accent there was very cool.
Was it the scar?
Yeah.
The scar.
Yeah, that's my. I'm a mongrel. It's so many different cultures, and it comes out sometimes. Anyway, the scar. Yeah, you might have a scar sometimes, but it's not going to prevent you from doing anything.
What do you think prevents these people from? Why do you think they get to this point? They have a new life in their world, and should they be leading by example? Should they be spending their time with it? Like, I understand that it's a personal decision, but your body's a priority, not an option, right?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, people make excuses, people get, maybe they think they don't even really need it, they're fine, like, I get that, but
maybe they don't deserve it either. Sometimes.
Yeah, maybe there's that, maybe there is there is guilt to taking so much time for yourself, but, I truly believe that it comes back, you know, that if you take care of yourself, you can take care of the others around you better as well.
What's the most common, I guess, comment or concern that you've heard from your postpartum clients?
There is that adjustment to their new bodies, I guess. You know, they've been through a lot, and some women feel very not themselves, I guess, after. I mean, there's the emotional and you know, sometimes the depression that comes along with postpartum. But yeah, women feel really not themselves. They're this new person, but they're not sure who they are yet, and whatever. So I think that's one of the things.
Have you ever faced backlash trying to give fitness or health advice to a postpartum mom because you aren't one yourself?
Not directly.
Yeah, like if someone says, "Oh, it's really easy for you to say this because look at you."
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Like, you know what? If you're a beginner and you're watching this and you're thinking, "What can this fit chick tell me about my situation?" I wasn't always a fit chick. I had to get here. I had to work here. I know what it is to be a beginner. I know what it is to want to improve. I had to struggle through that too. And as a personal trainer, I've done that. I've been on that journey with like scores of people. I've seen people improve. I know what the journey is like. I can relate, you know. It's Yeah, and like I haven't had a child, but I know what's involved. I do have my certification in pre and postnatal, and I've worked with, again, dozens of women in the same situation. I know what's involved there.
In that same regard, can you comment a little bit about the situation that seems to be going on right now, where people are being encouraged to be body positive, but at the same time skinny shaming and fit shaming has become incredibly prevalent?
Yeah, I don't understand how everyone just wants to comment on everyone's body all the time. Ultimately, you live in your own body. It's your body. You were dealt a certain hand genetically. I don't know why we're so fixated and obsessed on everybody else's body. And I don't think we should be, like, all these people should be commenting on everything.
The counter argument to that is often, at what point do you step in when you feel it is becoming a concern for someone's health or well-being?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, if someone is grossly overweight, and it is affecting their life and their health, you know what I mean? Yeah, maybe you do need to step in and give them a hand or give them some support. Maybe that's all they're missing. But there's a big difference between giving constructive criticism and support and making fun and being mean, you know? So I think that's the difference.
On the other scale, the other side of that is this movement of plus size acceptance. And I mean, my personal view on that is it's a lot more positive than coming down on someone because they're a different shape or size. But we're still also accepting a state of being that isn't particularly healthy.
Yeah.
So it's...
I mean, I feel we're at this age right now, like, where there's a whole bunch of different body types that we're accepting to be normal. Like, you do have the fuller figure, like, say, again, I use Kim Kardashian as an example. You have the skinny models, you have the muscular girls or whatever. And we do have more of a range of different body types that we can, like, look to and admire. Whereas I think in the past, like, say in the 90s or whatever, it was more about the skinny model with the big boobs or whatever. And there is a difference between being full-figured and a little bit fuller and being overweight, where it's actually affecting your health. Yeah.
What's your personal stance on this entire, like, this body positivity movement, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great. Generally, I think it's great. I think everyone should aspire to be, like, healthy and fit and be able to do things. But it's great that we're not so obsessed about looking and being a certain way, you know, especially if you don't want to look and be that certain way. Like, be yourself. If
you're not telling anyone, and we're certainly not telling anyone, that they have to look like you.
No.
Or that they should want to look like you at the
No.
end of this. That's
like,
not the goal, right?
No, not at all. I mean, my mom hates the way I look. My mom thinks I look like a man. Yeah, it's just, but I love it. I love looking this way. I love having a bit of muscle. I like being strong.
Do you feel like this is the best version of you that you can be?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, so far this is the best that I've looked. This is the best that I've felt. Absolutely, yeah.
And that's what we want everyone to aspire to.
Exactly. And you know what? Like, you don't need the 6-pack. You don't need whatever. You just need to feel at home in your body. You know.
Do you think if you weren't a fitness model, personal trainer, that you would have? How much does the 6-pack come into that, just because of your job?
I mean, even before I was really into fitness, I guess it was, I always wanted to be and look fit, so that was always a goal for me. And I think even if I was doing something, this would be a part of my lifestyle for sure. Yeah.